We have with us one of our special guests,
Coach James here, Virginia State University basketball.
Coach, here, tell us about the outlook for your Lady Trojan basketball team for this year.
But our outlook started from preseason. We had a goal after finishing in the semifinal last year. We had a goal that this year we wanted to come out stronger, and we wanted to make a statement that last year was not a fluke for us. So, like I said, we started from ground zero, and like I said, now we at ground 10, but we're not finished yet.
Okay, you have two players here. Tell us about the players you have.
Well, without a doubt, I have two. One of my toughest two defenders. Ronisha Taylor, she's from Tennessee. I call her from the dirty South. And I got Neil Thompson. That's I call my bulldog. She really locks people down for me. And both of them take pride in their defense, as well as the offense. But they understand for us to be successful that we have to focus on our defense.
We have one of Virginia State's great basketball players, and you are
Ronisha Taylor.
Tell us about your experience in playing at Virginia State.
This year has been a very, very good experience this year. We went 21-5. It's been a good experience. It's been a good year for me and as a team. And starting off preseason, like Coach Hill said, that we promised ourselves we'd work hard and get to where we're at now. But we're still not finished. We come here to work hard and play later.
Well, tell me about your classification. A freshman, sophomore, junior?
I am a transfer. This is my first year. I'm a transfer junior from Washington State Community College.
Tell us about your experience at Washington State. What's the difference in the junior college level and at Virginia State, and one of our historically black colleges and universities?
The difference is Washington State was mostly a white school, and Virginia State is historically black school. But the difference, it's really no difference. There we was a pretty good team, but here we focus more on the team. At Virginia State we focus more on our defense. And while Washington State was more offensive head team. We
had one of the great players in CIAA history with Virginia State Lady Trojans, and you are?
Nia Thompson.
Tell us about your outlook as a player at Virginia State.
My outlook as a player at Virginia State would be to, just get out there, work hard, and do everything you're supposed to do, meaning defense first, offense second, locking whoever down that I have to, and just going out there and having fun.
What seed are you in this year's tournament? How do you see it?
We're number 1 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you think you can win the tournament?
Right now, my outlook right now is our record is 0-0. So we just got to go out there and play each game.
Give me a historical fact about Virginia State University.
Historical fact. We are the first team in Virginia State history to win 20 games plus back-to-back.
Peggy Davis, Athletic Director of Virginia State University.
Tell us about the outlook for Virginia State athletic program as a whole for this past year.
Well, we're really excited about the season, about what has transpired this season. Our football team finished at 500 or better. Our cross-country teams, men and women, competed very well in the CIAA, as well as our volleyball teams. We're certainly excited about men and women's basketball. Our women's basketball are currently ranked 5th in the region, within the top 25 of the nation for women's basketball. So we're really excited about the things that are going on in athletics at Virginia State University.
Tell us about the overall perspective of your men's program as it relates to our tournament.
Well, as you know, we have a new men's coach. His name is George White, and this is his first head coaching position in the CIAA. And so it's been a lot of growing pains for him. I think George came in with a certain philosophy, not really knowing that the men's basketball coaches in the CIAA truly coach basketball and they teach basketball in the CIAA. So that has truly been a learning experience for him. We're excited about George. We're excited about what he's doing for the program. It's really important as a former coach myself to bring student athletes in who fit into the philosophy of what you have. And so it's more of the adaptation that will need to take place between the student athletes and the head coach to make the program go forward.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about I know a little bit about Coach White. I actually coached in the ABA, so having coached in the ABA, what is his philosophy, or how do you feel that he's making a transition from the program as it relates to the college game and then as it relates to the CIAA?
Well, I think one of the things that George is doing is he's understanding that he's working with younger men as compared to those athletes in the professional league. In the professional league, George have dealt with young men who are out of school. Division II certainly talks about life in the balance. And so the transition that he has had to make is to understand that our student athletes are students first, truly students first. And so academics is first and foremost. Also on the Division II level, our student athletes have an opportunity to compete in more than just one sport. So that's another area that he is having to get used to. I think that George is a smart coach. As long as he continues to learn and continues to develop, our program will develop.
Tell me a little bit about, tell our viewers a little bit about the transition, making the transition from coach to athletic administrator in the CIAA.
Well, it's pretty much the same. People ask me that question all the time. They say, what's the difference? I said, well, from coaching young women to coaching big men and women. My job as an athletic director is to make sure that our coaches have the necessary resources to be successful. I truly believe that if you provide the necessary resources for your coaches, then they will be successful. As far as providing the resources academically for the student athletes, making sure that the coaches have the opportunity to go out and recruit where they feel like they need to recruit. One of the things I do not do is tell them where they need to go and who they need to bring in. That's why we hire them. And so I love athletic administration because it allows me to touch every program. And it allows me to make a difference every day, not only in the lives of our student athletes, but also in the lives of our coaches as well. They know that I'm in the game, and I'm going to be there for them whether we're 25-2 or 2-25. I'm still going to support our coaching staff.
Do you have anything you'd like to tell us about any athletic fundraising events? Or you have any golf tournaments, any fundraising activities presently at Virginia State?
Yes, we do. Sir, we're currently getting ready for our athletic scholarship golf tournament, which will be held May 14th, and that's to increase scholarship dollars for our student athletes. We have our Trojan Athletic Club, which we try to push every day, 365 days, just to bring more for our student athletes. I tell our student athletes, it's my job to make sure you look the best when you step off this campus as well as on campus. And so I continue to try to raise funds to promote them. I try to get out and do what I have to do in order for them to be successful.
Tell me your relationship. I actually know Morgan Faison very well. Tell me about your relationship with your football coach, Morgan Faison.
Coach Faison is a great person. He will actually be here on Thursday. Coach Faison was not coming to the tournament working for us until I became the athletic director. And I felt like he needed to, because it's another form of networking. You know, we say, we require coaches to do a whole lot of things. And as administrators, we have to give back. You know, we have to say thank you, you know, every now and then, other than what else are you going to do. We ask them to work basketball games. We ask our coaches to work football games. And so every opportunity that I have, because I was a coach, to give them a little bit more, that's exactly what I try to do for them. Coach Faison is a great friend of mine. I enjoy talking with him constantly. He helps me because he knows me. And so we're extremely proud about what he's done at Virginia State. I am Peggy Davis, the athletic director at Virginia State University, and you are watching HBCU Sports Live.